Good morning to you all. We are graduate students from UPC and we are going to present our project titled A Technological Platform Using Serious Game for Children with Autism Spectrum Disorder in Peru. First, let's define what is autism. Autism spectrum disorder are a group of conditions characterized by some degree of impairment of social behaviors, communication, and language. According to the Institute of National Statistics and Informatics in Peru, it is estimated that 10,000 people have autism approximately. It is important to mention that children with autism feel comfortable using technology because they have no relationship with people. But we identify a problem. Our purpose statement is low uses of technological research in learning therapies for children with autism spectrum disorder. The principal causes are resistance on the part of therapists who apply traditional methods to treat autism. Other cause is obsolete technology in certain institutions that provide therapy for these patients. And finally, another cause is low knowledge about the use of technology in therapies of children with autism. During our research, we discovered that there are very few frameworks proposed for the development of zero game, especially for children with autism or similar disability, since there are many factors and points of view that must be considered for this proper development. Some of these factors are consideration of the child, compliance with specific objectives and system requirements. We decided to analyze cloud platforms because they have been used considerably in zero game applications due to their scalability and capacity to provide an infrastructure for the development and management of them. In addition to providing storage service, gamification, and analysis tools. We choose Microsoft Azure because of the ease of integration with other cloud platforms. Another reason is the university agreement that our institution has. These are some of the hardware and software specifications we have taken into account for the development of the technological platform and mobile application. We analyzed many researches and we conclude that mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets are used more frequently due to their portability and easy to use. Also, we analyzed parameters of autism. The most important are emotion recognition and degree of empathy. Children with autism have difficulty to relate to others and to recognize emotion. Now I'm going to explain how the technological platform works. The technological platform requires input information from the therapist who use the application during therapy sessions. The therapist enters the child's initial diagnosis as well as their personal data through the mobile device. In addition, child use this same application to interact with several game modules. The technological platform works through mobile device because it's demonstrated that the use of technology in education facilitates learning in children with autism. This, this platform contains servers in which data can be stored and managed. The most fundamental data found is response time, user response, and children feeling when using this application. The mobile device connects to this server through mobile data and Wi-Fi. The data in this server will process to generate dashboards. The output consists of a series of quantitative and qualitative reports to facilitate and enhance the process of diagnosis and treatment. These, report, these reports can be tailored to the needs of each patient and aggregate results can also be collected and analyzed. The technological platform is supported by components that ensure the continuity and optimization of computing resources like game engine, development platform, cloud platform, and internet.
To demonstrate the use of the technological platform, a mobile application consisting of 4 games was developed. The first game shows a series of cartoon emotions that move randomly across the screen. The player must pop the bubbles that contain the emotions displayed in text or audio. The second game shows 2 sequential images on the screen for a few seconds. Then the player is presented with 3 new images. The player must choose which image completes the initial sequence. When the player chooses the correct answer, this image becomes a puzzle that they must solve. This game helps the player's logical sequence abilities. The third game consists of a traditional game of Sudoku that uses cartoon images of emotions instead of numbers. And the fourth game consists of a structure of bricks with a character on top of it. The therapist and the patient take turns destroying the bricks and trying not to make the character fall. During gameplay, the character changes their emotion, and the patient must indicate how the character is feeling. This is done to help players empathize with the character. The platform and the mobile application were tested in a center for cognitive and behavioral therapy for children with ASD in Lima, Peru, for a period of 2 weeks. Patients were evaluated before and after using the mobile application. The level of emotion recognition in children with ASD improved by almost 30% in the 2 weeks of treatments using the developed mobile game application. These are some of the dashboards that show the time of emotion recognition and the emotions expressed by the patients while playing the games. With this visual information, the therapist was able to make decisions and customize treatments according to each patient's results. In conclusion, since the participatory design framework was applied in the design of the platform and the application, the therapist was involved and engaged in every phase of development. Furthermore, the visual information provided to the therapist allowed them to make adequate decisions and personalize treatments according to the values obtained through the use of the mobile application. For future works, we suggest a larger sample of children to use and test the application. We also recommend investigating the possibility of remote and group therapy sessions using mobile devices to make this type of treatment more available to low-income families. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.